What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new Unranked to Diamond episode. We are finally in Plat 5 0 LP. We just won our promo. Spoiler alert if you haven't caught up, but I don't know why you'd watch this one before the other one. But anyway, if you want to skip the actual game, you can do. On the left hand side of your screen, there's a little button, and we are first pick, and literally first pick. Like, we have no information. Nobody has hovered any picks or anything. So you know exactly what that means. We're going to play some Ezreal. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. You know, like, if Ezreal is like one of my best, plus he's the safest pick. Like, if I had picked anything else into Blitzcrank Elise, I'd be really sad right now. But thankfully, because we picked Ezreal, we're going to be okay. So I want to try out Triforce Ezreal with Frozen Mallet. So this is something I've been trying a lot recently. I think it's really good, and it kind of like does very similar to the blue build, except you do more damage. So it's more of a carry build. It is more expensive. That's the downside to it. But that's the build I want to try. I think it's going to become even more effective in 6.17 when Ezreal gets his passive buff as well, which is going to be really, really nice. So all of these things are just great for us. I'm actually still going to go Bounty Hunter. So Bounty Hunter is still a very good mastery. It's actually, in theory, 5% increase in damage instead of 2.5% if you kill everyone once, which is kind of possible, I guess. So we'll be doing that, but yeah. So I'm gonna try a different build. Don't worry if you find Ezreal boring. You're still like, you know, this will still be different to your standard blue Ezreal, I guess. But I mean, Ezreal is like one of my mains, as I say every time, and people, I barely played him. Like, I played him like 4 or 5 times, maybe, in a whole month. And normally, like, I'd stream and I'd just play Ezreal like all day, like 5 or 6 games. So for me to spread my Ezreal games out like that much is kind of hard for me. But you know, we'll be good. So against the Blitzcrank Vayne, against Nami and Ezreal, late matchup pretty good actually so far. We should be able to dodge the Blitzcrank hooks, which is nice, and if Vayne goes aggressive, we can jump away. It's not very aggressive though. Like, we can't really support the Nami too much if she goes ham. We can do a little bit, but I'm just in the back of my head, I'm like, so normally what you do if they focus your support, then you go into the AD carry and stuff like that, or the support you try and like go 1-for-1. That's actually very hard for Ezreal because of minions and stuff, and Vayne Blitz will kill Nami very quickly. So I don't even know if I'm able to do that really. But yeah, we have a pretty crappy team comp at the moment, but actually it's not too bad, you know. Actually, I'm kind of being a bit skeptical. I think we'll see what our this guy rounds out at jungle. Okay, now we have a bad comp. So I'm not too happy with that pick, but he wanted to play AD carry, so obviously, because, you know, like, the best champion, by the way, this is a little secret, the best champion you can play if you actually don't main a role is Lee Sin, because, you know, like, you don't really need to practice him. He's not that hard or anything. By the way, that's sarcasm. He's like the hardest jungler you can play. But never mind. We'll still be good. We'll still be good. I kind of am afraid of their team comp a little bit. I think they have a load of burst damage. But the good thing is I can dodge the Elise Cocoon, Blitz Hook, and get away from the Renekton. I can push, like, I can get out of the push stun thingy from Syndra as well. So actually, you know, it's not too bad. Like, it could be a ton worse, I think. Late game, they have Syndra Vayne, which is going to be super scary, though. Like, really scary. And I'm not sure how that exactly is going to go. So their late game probably is better than ours, I think. Elise is like super crap late game, but kind of so is Lee Sin, really. Pantheon as well, kind of bad late game. And Lissandra's good, but only if you're very good with her, because you have to kind of get the perfect engage, otherwise you don't really do very much. So just like purely from comp standpoint, like, if the game is completely even and nothing happens in the lane phase and all of that lovely stuff, then they're probably gonna win. Like, I think that's, if everyone was matched up evenly and it's just a standard game, I think they'd probably win. So we're gonna have to be a little bit aggressive, otherwise, like, we will just get outscaled a bit. But the good thing was with the Triforce, so that this build is like a carry build. Like, it's very high damage, so we're gonna be able to do a lot and be able to carry well, which is nice. Like, I don't really feel like there's much the blue build is gonna do for me, to be honest. If I'm gonna be able to kite Renekton, that's great, but what else am I gonna do, really? I think like a damage build is probably better. Like, if I can do more damage to an Elise, building damage, and like Syndra, Vayne, these guys are squishy, they'll be able to kill them a bit quicker. So I still think Triforce is going to be the way to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tier, Triforce, Manamune if I'm doing well. If I'm doing badly, probably Manamune into Triforce so it stacks faster. And then I'll get the Frozen Mallet and then Blade the Rune King 4th. 5th item, no idea. I don't normally get 5th item on this build. Like, this build is really snowbally, so I've kind of... You normally won by 4th item point, and if you haven't won, then you probably lost, so... You don't really get to like full 6 item build very often, but I mean, I honestly don't know what I would build. I might go Last Whisper. Probably would go Last Whisper. Yeah, I think Last Whisper will probably be the way to go. But again, it's against like only a couple of tanks, probably gonna suck as well. Okay, welcome to everyone. We're now in the game. We're playing some Ezreal today, and I know what you guys are gonna say. Oh, Ezreal's boring. I don't want to watch an Ezreal gameplay. Actually, some of you guys are going to say that. Some of you will actually like want me to play the champions I'm good at, so I don't know. But we're going to be playing Triforce, Frozen Mallet, Ezreal. So this is basically like the blue build, more expensive but more damage. That is the way you want to think about this build. So Triforce does more damage than like the Iceborne. You're still going to have the Mirror Mana for the late game. You're going to have Frozen Mallet instead of the slow from the Iceborne. And then you're going to have Blade the Rune King still, Last Whisper still. So it's actually more damage, but it's more gold. That's kind of the downside. You need to farm very well. You need to try and get kills if you can. But yeah, it's a really good carry build. I think it's going to be better, as I just said, in 617 with the Ezreal passive buffs if it goes through. Basically, he now gets more attack speed per... so if you don't know what his passive does, a lot of people don't actually know. But now, right now, you get 10% up to 5 times if you hit something with an ability. So for example, the best way of doing this is your ultimate. If you ultimate down a wave, you'll suddenly get the full 5 stacks straight away, and that's going to be 50% increase in attack speed. With the buff, it'd actually be 80%. So that's a big difference, like an extra 30%. And I think this more carry build would actually be even better. So that's what we're gonna try. Well, we're kind of practicing it ready for that. I think it's still a very good build, but I think it'll just be even better, you know, in that. I'm not sure why you start Bubble on Nami though. I don't really like that. I'd prefer starting Heal, because I think you can harass more with a Heal, and Bubble doesn't really offer too much. But I guess if someone gets hooked, then you Bubble, and that's nice. So I guess it could be worse. I'm not gonna... I actually thought that hit me. I was like crapping myself a little bit. But no, we're good. We good. So the games on this account so far have been going actually really well. Like, we've done pretty well so far. We're on a pretty good streak. I think we've lost 1 in like our last 8 or something like that. Our games on our other account are going a bit rough, but I think it's more just down to the teams we're getting, which is unfortunate. So we're just going to carry on powering through. Oh my god, that was probably a mistake. I actually survived that a little bit, which is interesting. But the problem is more now that I want to get 2 off of this minion. They're going to get 2 at the same time, damn it. I always get 2 off of that and then Bubble and then like kind of engage, but yeah, that's rough. But yeah, so we're kind of like getting into a groove more on this account, and then we're going to record some Road to Master as well. It's very strange, like the 2 series, because I feel like they're kind of at the same elo-ish. MR wise, probably not. My main one's a bit higher, but no, it's kind of frustrating because I wanted to climb fast on that account, so I just get diamond really quickly, but it's becoming kind of hard with the teams we've got recently. Hopefully that improves them. We'll get diamond real soon. But at least this series is going well, right? Anyway, so matchup wise, let's stop talking about that stuff. The way we really play this game, whenever you actually have a Nami, so just in general, I guess, like sustain versus non-sustain. So Nami heals, Blitzcrank can't heal except Targon's, I guess. So any trade we actually go on with Vayne, even if it's even if we have like a very even trade, it should in theory still be good for us, because we're going to be able to heal up and he won't be able to heal up. That's the general plan of this, is we get some good trade, like an equal trade, and then oh my god, that mastery spam is going to get annoying. We get a good trade, they get a good trade, but we heal back up and they're left low-ish. So that's the idea behind the Nami lane. But also, I'm kind of pushing Vayne in a little bit because I don't want to fight. But the problem is that now I can't really poker, I can't trade anything, and if I get hooked by Blitz near his tower, I'm probably dead. So I'm going to actually stop, and I'm going to let him push out a bit more and do that, which will be good. Oh man, he got dived on the tower, really? That's not good. Anyway, let's not look at his lane because we need to concentrate on this one and not get that mastery spam. Is really irritating. I'm hope that we trash this Vayne just so that it'd be like, yeah, well, you know, level 7 Vayne doesn't mean much, does it, mate? If you get boned. That's always the plan. This is the funny thing, actually. Just to sidetrack really quickly. If anyone ever gloats or like, especially if anyone ever says, oh, why don't you put that on YouTube? If they like, yeah, if they, oh no, oh boy. If they ever like, say put that on YouTube if they kill me or something, it makes me try like 10 times harder. But yeah, so we're just farming at the moment. I feel like this game might be going a bit crap because Renekton already has a couple of kills and even Midstead now. So again, kind of tough lane-ish. But the problem with Nami at the moment is I can't really... I wonder if ignoring her is going to stop that mastery spam or not. Like, if I just farm up and stuff, I actually think, like, in Teamfight second out player, even though she's a Vayne, it's okay. So my mindset isn't so much that I have to do stuff, but it is kind of also tough because I don't want to just let her free farm, right, and do nothing in this lane. If I do that, I think that's not the way you win solo queue, especially at, like, ranks where, like, if you're playing at a rank where you feel like you should be carrying more, which is what I'm trying to do. So I don't really want to play too passive, but at the same time, I can't, oh my god, I can't take stupid trades because I will just lose. So this is something I did a while when I was learning to play on this account properly. It's very different playing on different elos and stuff, but I'd be like, okay, I'm better than this guy. I should be crushing him. Why am I not? Like, let's go aggressive. And actually, you can't just do that. Just because you're better, it doesn't mean the situation is right for you to do anything, you know? So, yeah, you still have to chill a little bit and pick the right time. But I would really like to go in here. I have a massive, like, mini advantage, though. So even if they go... Oh, no, that's not good. Even if they go on me, I'm still going to hopefully win it. Which is why I'm playing a bit more aggressive. Now, we've poked this guy out, which is great. Now, what I could do is I could flash and get her heal. I don't think that's really worth it. Actually, when Elise repelled, I probably should have moved in more so that she couldn't come down as far away. But it actually didn't end up mattering. So I think we're going to dive this. I don't know. I feel like this is really stupid, but I guess we can get them away from the tower at least. I don't have much mana, so I really can't do very much in a fight. I can try and stuff for sure, but I mean... Oh, now if he gets hooked, he actually doesn't have his W to get out. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, we can try and do stuff for sure, but it's just difficult because my E is 90 mana and I only have 100 now. So any kind of aggression and stuff needs to make sure that I don't have to use my E. If I have to use my E, I can't use my Q or anything like that. And it does become very difficult all of a sudden. I'm actually going to Q this just to make sure I get it as well. Oh, and Lee's dead, I think, for the Elise. Oh, man. This is one thing I have noticed very much, though, is like... people are very bad at just taking a small advantage and kind of snowballing with it. Like they don't care that, you know, I have the potion advantage on the Vayne. I have like the lanes pushing towards me. I'm in a pretty solid place at the moment. There's not much they can really do. You used to leave, love. There's 6. There's not much they can do, and I'm fine. God, as I said that. But don't make me use my heal. I did not think that third one was going to hit, honestly. There's nothing I can do under tower like that. She just needed to run. I don't know why she didn't, honestly. Anyway, yeah, so we had a good, like... I'm going to flash out here. I'm just trying to bait for the Pantheon. She tried to, like, E-flash me, but she couldn't. Yeah, so I was trying to bait for the Pantheon and keep them here so that we can get something. And I wasn't the Pantheon, but it was the Sandra, so I guess that's still kind of good. I shouldn't have, like... It shouldn't have cost me my flash if I'd have played it better, but I wanted to keep them interested and I had to stay close. Otherwise, it wasn't going to. So, in a way, I guess, it's not that bad. Oh, wow, you got him as well. Nice. It's not too bad, like, flash for kills. But I don't think I should really have done it that way. I don't know. I think that's okay. That's an okay trade. But anyway, they don't... Basically, what I'm trying to say is people don't really... How do I actually put it? It's really hard to explain. But it's like... you get a small lead. Like, we had the health advantage, a potion advantage, and then they threw it away for like no reason. And it's like, well, why would you do that when, you know, we could just chill and have the lane control? And that's the kind of thing where you end up throwing the game a bit. But this is really turning into a bad matchup because these two have, they are, why would you get Strength of the Ages on Pantheon? I'm guessing that was a mistake, but this is like a snowball matchup. Like, whoever gets ahead first wins. And unfortunately, I should have been stacking my tier, that's my mistake. Unfortunately, like, you know, Rexton's winning, and now Pantheon can't really do too much. Pantheon's like an all-or-nothing champion in a way. And, yeah, I can't really do too much because there's too many minions. There's too many minions, but I can do. Okay, so I'm going to heal her this time. Oh my god, I have to flick my camera here. I actually have like single-digit health right now. I'm going to try and snipe the kill so I can get it. Okay, never mind. I really wanted to get the kill, but okay. That was kind of rough from me. I missed my Q, which was actually really bad. But I had to pan my camera down, and I just completely stuffed up my mouse movements. So that was rough. We're doing okay though. We're doing okay. This is the thing about Ezreal. Like, you can't really go too wrong. We've got a tower, which is okay. We've had some decent pressure. We can. Oh my god, what the hell, dude? He just TP'd down, I'm guessing, but I'm actually dead. I think Syndra's gonna be here and kill me. So yeah, I'm like 100% dead here. Rip. Oh man, this is gonna be a really hard game because of this guy. Hopefully Pantheon gets some kind of like lead, I guess. But I mean, it's not looking like he is at the moment. I mean, so we're still like doing okay. We're farming fine. We got like 4 assists, which is decent. And I think we're still standing toe to toe in our 2v2. But the problem is going to be more like, you know, it's not a 2v2, right? The game is a 5v5, and if we can't really, I mean, it's worth no gold, so that's the good thing at least. But if we can't do something soon, I feel like this game might spiral out of control. So much for, like, you know, we've had better teams on this account, so it's been easier climb. I don't know about that this game so much. Lissandra's doing okay, I guess. She's got a kill at least. Lee Sin's doing alright, but then, you know, Lee Sin does fall off, so him having all the kills is actually not the best thing ever. Dude, she used to just stand back, man. I can't actually do anything here when there are so many minions around because, one, look how much damage I just took from minions, and two, I can't hit them with my Q at all, so it's kind of pointless. Like, I can't do anything. Blitzcrank is probably just over the wall, yeah. Pantheon is around though, so what oh my god, Pantheon went in really deep, and Elise is here as well. I want to go and help the Panth, but he must win that surely. I just got baited so hard by my team. Why did I even listen? Why did I even listen? That's the question. He's so weak, man. He's so weak. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. That was really, really dumb. I shouldn't have done that. We need to turtle now. Like, we need to turtle. Yeah. I should have. What I should have done is carried on focusing these two, which I knew. But the problem was, if I did that, Pantheon was dead, and I was like, I need to save this guy. And yeah, I need to save this guy, and you know, that just didn't work at all. So RIP. But at least he's gonna get this, I think, which is nice. That's Vayne's flash as well, which is cool. Don't take my minions, please. Don't take my minions. I need gold. I need gold, dude. I need gold. He's prepping them all, dude. I really need gold. What the fuck? Okay, just take my entire wave then. That's really, really stupid, honestly. Like, he shouldn't have done that. We could maybe collapse on these, though, and kill them. I don't know. I don't think Windrake is actually worth very much, but alright. Okay, so let's get some farm. Let's get our build together, and we'll be okay. We can definitely still carry this game. No, we shouldn't be worried about it at all. We'll still definitely carry this game. It's a bit rough right now. I think we made that... you know, first little mishap, and then we followed Pantheon into our death, which was also dumb. But these are things we can avoid, and the things that won't happen again, which is good. In a game, like, you always want to make sure there's stuff that this is not going to happen. I can't remember how the first time we died, actually. Trying to look like as what I can do rather than what's happened, but oh yeah, Renekton just like TP behind and killed us all, right? So yeah, that was that. Nami's like playing kind of like a Braum though, for example. Like, she's very pushed up and stuff. Now that's really, really weird for a Nami player. Normally, you know, you want to be right at the back. Yeah, because of that. I pinged it. I mean, I pinged that she was there. So these guys are very aggressive though in their jungle. They're kind of, you know, yeah, deliberately trying to go really ham. And I want to get this farm. I don't really know what else I can do at the moment, but I have to be super careful because if I, like this trip down to, so going from mid down here to bot lane is actually completely like, I'm not really going to see them until it's too late. So I have to wait and sit back here, which is kind of sad, but I'm not going to die for farm. Vayne's also very good 1v1. See, this is exactly what I just said, man. I just said this. I'm going to have to flash, I think. Oh no, I'm good. This is exactly what I just said, though. I don't really like being on my own here, but I can do, I guess. Vayne's really good 1v1 anyway. She's pretty fed. Even though she's got a really super weird build. I think like Bork is better first because it's sustaining like the active rather than Phantom Dancer, but you know, it's obviously working kinda, so I'll leave them to that for now. If I get my tier stacking anyway, get the Mirror Mana, my Triforce complete, those two items will be great. Then my Frozen Mallet as well. And then I'll be able to kite like everyone and I'll be able to do a lot of work. The thing is, I'm pretty just like nervous because I don't think a Vayne will be pushing like this on her own at all. Like obviously Blitzcrank's there, but I feel like there must be someone else as well. I really would doubt if it was just these two. Maybe it is. I have no idea. Maybe they've just got the entire jungle warded so they know that they can push like this, but it just feels really, really strange that they are going that aggressive. I can't really do anything because of this. Please don't make me heal you. Okay, I had to heal her. Going aggressive because of the Elise. I play pretty careful there just because I wasn't sure who else is around. I'm gonna move up just from the fight here. Oh man. We have to deal with this top lane somehow. Like, Lee Sin doesn't want to go there and I understand why, but you know, it's so hard. Like, you have to do something at some point, otherwise they are just gonna keep killing you over and over again and push towers and stuff. Alright, let's get the Krugs. Like, he's even running through our towers. That is how much of an idiot this guy is. Oh my god, Lee got baited. I'm gonna try and help him with my ult, but no, don't do that, you pleb. Oh, Lissandra could mop this up though, I guess. Really, she actually stole that, oh my god. Well, she didn't steal it, you know, but I had that kill 100%. I think he knows he's dead. Please let me get a kill. Oh my god, I need some gold, guys. Seriously. It's good we got it and stuff, but you know, it's also not very good that I didn't get any of them. Like, I really need some gold. The more I can accelerate this build, the better it's going to get. Normally, I don't care. You never ever see me saying like, oh, why are you stealing my kills and stuff? But, you know, it's because I need some gold to do more. She can't do anything. Like, she won't be able to do anything. She doesn't realize that's warded though. That's the thing. Alright, we got it. We got it. Nice, nice, nice. Good job. So, okay, we're good. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there, which is nice. And this into this. Very close, actually. How much gold do we need? 775. Bollocks. Should have done the math before I based and got something else. See, if I got one of those kills, I would have had the iron by now. But yeah, normally I don't care. It's just because of this build. So basically that Triforce, Man Immune, Frozen Mallet, expensive build. It carries very hard, but it's expensive. So I need gold. And I didn't get very much out of the lane phase, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get very much out of the lane phase. So I need to, you know, at least get some stuff now and try and do as much as I can. This Naomi is gonna die. Like, that's so aggressive. Especially with the Blitz cranking. So I guess you can see Blitz actually on the minimap, but... Alright, I'm just gonna try and... get this. Oh, that might be bad actually. Let's see. I need this. Why can I not buy that? Thank you. Right click there. Good. Now, there's no point me buying pinks and stuff at the moment. I know I have 200 gold. I could get the pinks, but I don't think there's any point at the moment. Oh my god, that's so... I hit the minimap. I freaking knew it. I panned my mouse to the right over here, but I think I actually hit the minimap rather than the direction, because you see it went towards the mid rather than towards the wow, this guy's actually carrying pretty hard. Oh my god, nice Nami bubble. Yeah, I actually went mid rather than like where I aimed it at the Syndra, so that was super strange, but you know, we got that. Actually, that's a perfect person to hook because it's... Okay, this guy is full damage, dude. You cannot do that. Cannot do that. I'm just going to be careful. Try and hit them from range, but, you know, I don't want to go too aggressive as I tank tower shot. What a muppet. Okay, we're doing pretty well, but we need to still chill. I'm like, basically, this is kind of why I love Ezreal, because I don't have to have the best game. I don't have to have the best lane phase. I'm still going to be useful no matter what, and I'm still able to put out the damage at the back of the fight, but I can do it from range, so I don't have to get up close and personal, you know? I don't have to stand next to that Renekton and auto attack because I can do it from range, which is exactly what I want. And that is ideally, like, this is why I love Ezreal. It doesn't matter if you have those things that go wrong, you're still going to be able to do stuff. But you can have like monster games as well. I feel like I'm playing okay, but I'm not doing amazing. You know, I haven't really made any huge mistakes apart from trying to save this bloody, what's his face? I'm just going to put a blue trinket here, because then if they come down for me, I'm going to be able to see them. It's really weird, but it blocks, like, I have the top half of it, of the jungle covered. If they go for the bottom half, I'm going to see that as well. I'm going to leave after this one though. Don't want to risk that anymore. Even though there's another wave, I don't want to risk that. I don't want to die. So CDR boots is next on the table. Then we're going to go into our Frozen Mallet, and we're going to start kiting people, which will be lovely. And that's when we really like kick off the build, I think, into another level. I don't even know if we're going to get to that point with the game as it's going, but if I'm going to, like, I will need some kite at some point. So I'm going to need it. I'm really trying to stack this, though. I didn't stack my tier enough. Oh no, everyone's coming. Everyone is there. Please just leave. So I can't get around because why would you flash and then go back in? Like, I don't get it. I actually am tanking loads of damage from the walls right now. I'm just going to flash out here. I'm going to have to run, and I think I'm okay. Yeah, see, I couldn't get around. This was the problem in the fight. They're coming around for me, I think. I don't know. I couldn't get around because I was on the wrong side of it, and that's why it went so badly. I'm going to go up and try and help them, but... Renekton is, like, around here somewhere. I don't know why you would do that. It was such a disjointed fight, though. I couldn't join. I couldn't do anything. They might get Baron out of that as well. They might not, though. It might just be this. Okay, that's his flash. So that was really unfortunate. And I tried to get in as much as possible, but I just can't get in that situation. Like, really rough fight, which is unfortunate. We're still going to be okay in the general game. I think it's not like a massive throw, but we have to remember we're basically playing 4v5 this game. This guy is completely useless, 1 and 9, like 100% useless, and I'm still powering up. I don't have my Mirror Mana completed yet, but we can't take fights like that where I'm stuck here taking damage from the wolves, the Blitzcrank who like has a bit of damage at the start of the fight, and yeah, I got my ult over. We managed to kill the first couple of people, but you know, it's not enough to win the fight. Okay, so next game start, really I just need to farm this, so I need to farm 2,300 gold. It's gonna take a little while, I think. Probably get it in like maybe the next 10 minutes-ish, hopefully. But that's probably a bit of a stretch as well. I need to be conscious that, you know, my team is gonna need my help though, because okay, there's a couple of things with this build. So my build doesn't have any lifesteal at the moment. if I get the Frozen Mallet, it's not going to have any lifesteal. I have like the blade, which is coming later, but for now, no lifesteal. So I have to be careful of what damage I do take, which you saw in the last fight was actually quite a big problem. And I want to push this farm and stuff, but it's just really, really risky. My team needs, they could do Baron, for example. My team needs me as well. So I have to not, like, I can't just sit bot an AFK farm, even though that's what I want to do. It's not going to work. So Renekton is actually top lane right now, which is nice. Lissandra has a Zhonya's though, so we shouldn't do this shit. It's gonna dodge this. I don't think that's a good idea, dude. Lissandra's not there. And she has TP, but Renekton has TP as well, so... Nami, you're going the wrong way. Nami's walking into Renekton right now and the rest of their team, so hopefully she doesn't die. We have to kind of assume that the entire their jungle is warded now because they've been in there for so long. So anything, like anywhere you go in the jungle, you have to assume it's just warded. That's just how it works. Renekton's going to have TP and stuff, but, you know, I don't think it's too big of a problem. Like, Lissandra can match with her TP. The real problem is going to actually be that Lissandra is like a really good engage for us. We don't really have much like other engage. And so if she's not here, we don't really have any way of going in. She's here right now, which is good though. We won't really have any way like going in and catching someone, which is kind of what we want to do, I guess. Like Vayne's not actually here though. Pantheon, whoa, we cannot do that. We have to fight them. Here they go. Oh, I just jumped into that. That was unfortunate. This is going to be a really... Yeah, rip. We're losing our inhib as well, so rip. This is why Lissandra should have just matched them, because we're going to lose our inhib, I think. Oh no, not quite yet, but we will on the next wave anyway. Jeez, what are we even doing? Why are we even doing this? I don't get it. That was terrible. Lee like kicked him away from all of us, which I don't understand anyway. Now we're gonna have to try and stop this guy. Lissandra's right here though, so if he goes on me, I think I'm okay. Don't really do much damage yet though, which is the problem. Lissandra does though, because he's built armor but not magic resist. So he doesn't have this inhib yet, which is a good thing. So we didn't bleed an inhib. That is really good for us. But let's just not let that happen again though. This is what I mean about we don't really have any engaged. Like Pantheon's ult was pretty bad because it was too close. He tried to cut off the choke, but he just ulted too late. I guess he just doubted himself. I don't really know. Okay, so I need another 700 gold, and I'm gonna have my Frozen Mallet. Renekton is a problem, but I don't think, you know, I'm gonna be able to build to kill him. I think I need to build to kite more than anything else at the moment. I might even just swap, you know. I could just swap to Blade the Ring King, and then I could get the Frozen Mallet afterwards, which would be kind of nice. But at the same time, Frozen Mallet will just let us kite forever, and we can like kite fights properly. But the problem at the moment is I'm not seeing my team kiting any fight. Like, we're not going backwards with Lissandra and poking with the Ezreal or anything like that. We're just going balls deep and trying to kill stuff. So, I mean, sure, that's one way of doing it, but, you know, that's probably not the most optimal way of doing it. I'm so close to having my Mirror Man, and now I'm going to really stack it as fast as I can. So, decision now is, do I go for the Frozen Mallet build, and do I just kite, or do I go for the I'm going to kill people? And I think what I'm actually going to do is stick to my guns. I'm going to go for the kite build. So this is still more damage. It's not like I'm not going damage. It's not as much damage, but it's definitely still damage. And it is a bit more tanky, which is nice. We really need some vision though, and we need to stop this guy getting towards our inhib because it's still regenning. It doesn't regen that fast. I actually think we should probably go for the Renekton. Like, we have to defend this thing. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna... Okay, well, I guess there's that too, but nobody's like there defending it, so we're just gonna get it for free. Okay, now you see I actually start to chunk people. Now I'm actually doing damage. That was always going to go down, so we should have just engaged on these guys or like gone in, but we didn't, which is stupid because now we're like, you know, we're losing this inhib because nobody can 1v1 the Renekton. We actually should get this though. I actually do a decent amount of chunk of damage now as well as everyone else, which is really good. Because I have this Mirror Mallet can transform. This is why you can go the Frozen Mallet third. Because Mirror Mallet is going to be enough damage. Okay, so let's try and get something maybe. But I mean, they have a Rylai's Elise who's just going to poke endlessly like that. Not really, you know. Oh, that's not how it works, by the way. Okay, I'm just going to dive in here and go for the... I'm really, really strong. I'm actually very strong now. I have the Mirror Mallet transformed. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, Renekton has TP. We should go for this, 100%. Yes, nice. Good job, Liz. Even if we die for that, like, it's worth. There we go. Now we're really getting stronger. This is why, like, I heal, by the way, because of the Syndra. This is so risky because Renekton can TP in. We're gonna do it, I guess, but I'm not exactly like a Baron killer. I'm an Ezreal, man. I don't even have Blade. Like, Ezreal is good on objectives when you have Blade, but look how slow this is dying. Renekton got up ages ago. Yeah, this is so risky now. It's not worth going for. That's why I didn't want to do it, because it was like, you know, he's definitely gonna get here, right? Yo, Pantheon, you freaking moron. Holy fuck. This guy is so, like, greedy for farm and stuff. Alright, so, now we got that, which is nice. Now let's get the Vamp Scepter part of, thingy. If we lose this tower, that's so bad. So hopefully we don't. But they could just go and they could counter Baron now. Because we took so long to base. This is the other reason you don't actually want to do it. We almost lost that tower, man. We almost lost that tower for free just because... Pantheon went bot instead. It's not worth like the extra 200 gold he's gonna get for nothing. Oh, he's actually gonna go. Oh, he might steal it. No, okay, but we're gonna mop up at least, I think. No, okay, we're just gonna lose. All right. Interesting. That's a very interesting way of doing that. We lost an inhib as well. Well, I think we just lost the game. You know, I think we might have actually just lost the game. This guy just literally 1v9'd us, like this Renekton. Yep, we just lost the game. Holy fuck, are you serious? They're just gonna come in here and like kill everyone, so... I don't know what we can do. I'm gonna try, but... Why even? See, and that all, you know, that all happened because that Pantheon went... He's gonna ult me and I'm dead, I think. That all happened because Pantheon went bot. What a stupid play to lose the game. I don't understand, man. Oh well, we should have carried that game, but that was just a ridiculous call. And, you know, Renekton was so big, but literally Pantheon went top. He cleared those minions. We don't lose one tower. We don't lose the second tower. And, yeah, there wouldn't be anyone on our inhib. So that is probably the most ridiculous way to lose a game, I think. But, you know, we didn't play amazingly well. We should have done more early. This is the biggest thing from this game, is we should have done more early. But, yeah, this guy just carried out of his mind. Like, the Renekton got so far ahead. But look at the damage chart. Like, this is the thing with Ezreal. You are going to start to carry. You're not exactly the best early game, but you are really, really good mid to late. So, it's rough. But, you know, you can't win them all, and sometimes you're going to get a Pantheon who goes 1-11 or something. 2-12, sorry. 1 off on each. But, yeah, I mean, it's rough. But you can, like, this is the thing, right? Whenever you're behind, that far behind, right? Just play for your team. Do whatever you have to do. He was so greedy for that bot lane farm to get some farm and get his items that he ended up costing us the entire game. And it's like, well, you're not going to carry anyway. You're a Pantheon, right? Like, stop building... and getting the gold. Like, give the gold to people who are going to carry and just do what your team needs to win. That's how we could have won that game. So it was very, like, unfortunate, I guess. But, I mean, the enemy team played better. Like, Elise played really, really well. The Renekton played amazingly as well. So, rough game. But, you know, I think we still did well. I think it's still a good thing. You can learn a lot from this game still about not giving up and, like, how you play from behind. I swear we play from behind all the time with stuff like this. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. And as always, I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow.